Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the basic features about the temperature transducer. Now what is the definition of temperature transducer? It's a device which converts the thermal input into any form of physical quantity. Okay. For example, the thermal input may be converted as mechanical energy output. It may be converted as pressure. Also, the thermal input may be converted as electrical output. Now, what are the main features of temperature transducers? First of all, the input to the temperature transducer are always the thermal quantities. That means we have to apply the thermal quantities as an input to the temperature transducer. Secondly, they generally converts the thermal quantity into electrical quantity, maybe mechanical quantity, etc. These temperature transducers are normally used for the measurement of the temperature and heat flow. Now, what are the basic scheme of these temperature transducers? The basic scheme of the temperature transducer can be discussed in such a way by mentioning different element of it. First one is sensing element. The sensing element of temperature transducers is the element whose properties change with change in temperature. As the temperature changes, the corresponding change occurs in certain property of the element. For example, in the resistance thermometers, the sensing element is the platinum metal. The desirable conditions for choosing the sensing elements are like this: change per unit resistance of that particular material. For the particular material, per unit change in temperature should be large. The material should have a high resistivity so that minimum volume of material is used for its construction. Also, the material should have a continuous and stable relationship with the temperature. Now, what are the transduction element? It is the element that transforms the output of the sensing element into electrical quantity. The change in property of the sensing element acts as the output for it. It measures the change in the property of sensing element. The output is of transduction element is then calibrated to give output which represents the change in the thermal quantity. Now there are different types of temperature transducers. Among those, one is contact temperature sensor, another one is non-contact temperature sensor, thermistor, etc.